Hello, welcome to episode 118 of the Epic Film Challenge 2, 1001 Movies You Must See Before You Die, 1988. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Been a childhood favourite of mine. You hadn't seen it before? No, Connie hadn't seen it before.
I'd only seen the beginning with the kitchen scene.
Yeah, the film
a few times in school.
The film opens with a cartoon for all intents and purposes, and for anyone who hasn't seen it, it is a live-action animated hybrid. And it's a real weird mashup. It's kind of like a old Hollywood style like film noir, but then mixed in with this like wild plot and reality where you have all of these cartoon characters as real living kind of I don't know, they're not really characters, they're kind of real people, but they're in the real world, and it basically proposes a reality where cartoons aren't drawn, they're acted and performed by these living cartoons, basically. And you have this, I think it's called Toontown, which is like an animated world, and then it splits off from like the human side and stuff and things like that. And Roger Rabbit is a key figure, very much in the spirit of like the Looney Tunes and things like that. And Roger Rabbit, he gets framed basically for, is it a murder? I mean, we watched it a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, there's a murder, there's a whole plot, you know, and
it's definitely a murder.
Yeah, there's a whole plot, of course. Yeah, I remember.
A whole, piano or whatever.
Yeah, piano on the head.
Yeah.
So there's just a whole plot that is kind of revolving around Roger Rabbit and his kind of disappearance and whether he did this thing. And our main character, played by Bob Hoskins, legendary British actor, he passed away recently. He plays this private detective who gets tangled up in the whole business. What's really cool about the film is that they were somehow, I don't know how they did it, they managed to wrangle all the licenses together so that we see all the Looney Tunes in this. We see like Betty Boop, we see Dumbo, we see like Disney characters, you know, the Warner Brothers characters come over. I think this is the only time you will ever see Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse share a scene together or anything. And they had all the voice actors like Mel Blanc, who did all of the Looney Tunes like Daffy Duck and Donald Duck, and I think Donald Duck, I'm not sure actually, but he did like Bugs Bunny and loads of those classic Looney Tunes characters, Porky Pig, and he died a year after this film came out, so he really had like a last hurrah to kind of voice all these characters he was known for in this movie. Betty Boop was the original actress as well. So for anyone who's into classic animation, this will be like a huge one.
I liked her because she was still in black and white, wasn't she?
That's right, yeah. That was a great gag.
Cool little thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, there's so many great moments just as an animation fan. And again, there are people who are much more into the classic kind of Hollywood animation, I think would love this if they haven't seen it. But if they are a big fan of Hollywood animation, they probably have seen this. So, what am I saying? What do you think of the film?
I really liked it. What's funny is in the beginning, it's so unnatural, and it seems like, oh, this is just weird in a way. Like, I like it, but it's like
very bizarre.
You think about it the whole time, you know. That's not there, you know. But as you watch it, you get so used to the cartoons being in the movie, so it comes really natural the way they're interacting with each other and stuff. It's really well done.
Very well done.
The lighting and stuff, trying to make it seem like they're in the same room with the lighting and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And how they're not completely drawn flat, like with the shading and stuff. It makes them look a little bit more rounded in a way, so it looks like they are actual characters in there.
Yeah.
I like the effects they've put on, like for example, if clothes are being pulled by a cartoon and stuff. Mm-hmm. They've obviously put some kind of like thread on it and stuff, but it really works.
Yeah.
It was a handcuff scene as well, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
The main human guy was handcuffed to Roger Rabbit, and I think that worked really well.
Yeah.
So you get used to it in a way, so that you don't really think about it, or I didn't think about it anymore, and I think that's what makes it really well done.
Yeah,
you know?
there's a great scene where there's a character who's a cartoon car. with a little face on him and everything. He's got his own personality, and at one point Bob Hoskins is driving around in this cartoon car down a real life street, and it's really, really well done. I will say, watching it on Blu-ray, and it's probably been the first time I'd seen it in like at least a decade. Some of the animation, it didn't hold up quite as well, but still for its time in the late 80s, you know, just wonderfully, wonderfully done.
That's what makes it good, because if you think about it being from the 80s, it makes it even better. If that was made now, it'd be like,
yeah.
What?
But it's an interesting concept that's been done before by Disney. I think even going back to like, I think, was there some of that in Mary Poppins? I don't know, but there's certain Disney live action films where they've tinkered around with that kind of thing, and then I can think of films like Space Jam, you know. But
that was the first one I saw with that kind of mix.
But this is really done well, and it's such a fun film. Like just the feeling of it, the comedy is great. There's a great scene. Roger Rabbit is he's married to Jessica Rabbit, this impossibly proportioned woman. And that in itself is hilarious, that this goofy little rabbit would be, married to this,
Such a big contrast.
Yeah, and there's a great scene where he finds out that she's playing patty cake with this other man. And then they're showing the pictures, and he's like, oh no, he's playing, oh no. And it's
just
and they're playing it up like she's been caught having sex, basically. And so that is something when I was a kid, it just went over my head, you know. Whereas now watching it, it's really funny. So you have those little adult jokes in there as well.
Because you don't see it at first, you hear it, and as an adult, because we just hear him saying patty cake, patty cake, and she's like all into it and stuff, and he's watching and taking pictures, and then you're thinking that Jesus, is this a kids movie? Does this really, why is she saying patty cake? What does he look like? You know, really.
And then the things they're
saying,
and
then you see the pictures, and you're like, they were actually playing.
But you hear the voices as well, and she's like, "Come on, let's get this over with." And Christopher Lloyd plays the big bad guy, Judge Doom, who is just Christopher Lloyd is Christopher Lloyd, and he's brilliant as this over the top, larger than life villain. I love the fight towards the end between him and Bob Hoskins, where they're in this big Acme factory, and they've got all like the weird kind of cartoon props that they're using, like a hole that you can kind of put your fist through, because it's like loads of little fun little tricks and stuff like that. Overall, revisiting it didn't quite hold up to my childhood memories of it, because it was so nostalgic for me when I was growing up. It wasn't as amazing as it used to be, but it's still a really, really entertaining film. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else to really touch on. Can you think of anything? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It's a great film. Is it a film you must see before you die, though?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's kind of the first of its kind in the way. Well,
like I said,
properly done.
They have done it before, and perhaps
but as well.
I don't know, because again, I have vague memories of these old Disney live action films that have some of it. I think there's Pete's Dragon is one of them, but I think it's a great film. Of course, directed by Robert Zemeckis, who did great films like Back to the Future, things like that.
Plus, that met a guy, or he's talked to our class, one of the guys who actually worked on this movie, which makes it even greater for me in a way.
And it's just
kind of cool.
Okay, it's a really, really clever film, and like at the beginning, we open with a full-on cartoon, a Roger Rabbit cartoon, and then we cut to kind of, they're like, all right, cut, let's get the fridge back in place and stuff, and they're on a movie set, but it's a cartoon, like it's just really funny, and then there's a baby in the cartoon, and then it turns out... Oh,
that is so, the Zootopia.
Yeah.
It's so Zootopia, that scene.
Is it?
With a baby, because it's supposed to be...
Yeah.
But really, it's like one of these guys,
right.
he's smoking and stuff.
Yeah, good point.
It kind of reminds me of the little cute little fox thingy.
Right. Okay. Yeah. In Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Yeah. So the baby's like chomping a cigar and stuff, and he's got this raspy voice, like he's it's just, lots of funny things in that. And I think it is a film we should see before you die, because of how fun it is, how unique it is, and again, just from a historical standpoint, seeing all these amazing characters in the same film, Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, things like that. But it's and then Bob Hoskins really sells the film, because again, he's acting for a lot of the time against nothing, I'm not sure what they did on set, whether they had the actor who plays Roger Rabbit there talking or even moving around, I don't know. But either way, it's pulled off really well, and definitely one to check out.